When you get about them slave ships, you're going to be sold, right? Just like in Memphis, they got a street called Auction Street, where they were selling slaves on auction streets. When they bring them in off the riverfront and sell the slaves. A lot of people don't even know that, right? On Bill Street, that's what they was doing a lot of that. How we feel, we just reading the Bible and we telling people, look, you are the Israelites, right? We got to come back and start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of God. The one they call Mexico is Issachar, right? California was y'all land, Texas was y'all area, right? And what happened? They conquered it, right? They conquered your people, right? Which is our people, right? They conquered these things. And you read about these things right here in the curses, all right? Go to Deuteronomy again, 1:1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So Moses said he spake, right? When you read in a book, your book has an audience that he's writing to, right? So he said, these be the words that Moses spake unto all Israel. All these people you see on the sign, all the ones they want to call Mexicans, African Americans, Haitians and Jamaicans and all that, all those are the people of God, right?
Chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently.
So God said it shall come to pass, right? If you listen to me, right? You listen to me, you do what I say, do, read.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
So that's his voice, right? He's speaking, right? He's saying, observe to do all his commandments, meaning thou shalt do what I say. God said, I want my people to obey, right? Read.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So God told his people, right? You do what I say, do. You listen to me. You keep my commandments. I'm going to put you on high above everybody, above the face of the earth. Something happened though, right? Give me verse 15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
I said the same token, right? If you don't listen to me, right? Read.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee, and I will take thee.
God said, if you don't listen to me, I'm going to allow all these curses to come upon you and overtake you, right? Just like you got children.
Yes, I do.
If your children don't listen to you, right? You do what? You're going to punish them, right? The same thing God said he's doing with his children, because these are his children. He said, all these curses I'm allowed to come upon you and overtake you wherever you may be until you learn to obey me, acknowledge me, right? Read.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
God said that you're going to be cursed in the city for not listening to me, right? Read.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
He said, cursed, you're going to be in the field. Look at these signs, right? Who you see that's picking the cotton and stuff like that in the cotton fields? In the tobacco fields, picking the tobacco, right? In the sugarcane fields, right? God said that this was going to happen to us as a people for disobeying him. Read it again.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
God said that we were going to be cursed in the city, right? You look at our neighborhoods, right? Especially in Memphis, right? A lot of these different areas that we inhabit. We are at the bottom of the bottom in our neighborhoods, right? We are the ones that's just stricken with poverty in the neighborhoods, right? We have the worst food in our neighborhoods. We have the worst schools in our neighborhoods. We have the worst of everything in our neighborhoods. You got all these, what he's an Arab, right? Yeah. They come in our neighborhoods, right? And come and sell you chicken, come and sell you pork, and they don't even eat pork. Right? They'll come and sell you these things. Why? Because we at the bottom. Nobody cares about the black man and the black woman. Right? That's why we got to change our mindset. Read on.
And cursed shall thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy basket.
He said, cursed shall be thy basket. A basket is used to do what? When you put something in it, right? But God trying to make a statement. He's showing you something. Read it again.
Cursed shall thou be. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
He said, cursed shall be thy basket in our store, right? A basket is used to store certain things in it, right? So you bring it on up into today, right? A lot of us don't have, take bank accounts, right? A lot of us don't have money to store or save up, right? We live in paycheck to paycheck, right? Some of us we gotta figure out, we want to buy food or we need to buy medicine. Do we buy food or do we pay our bills, right? We pay our bills and we still don't have enough to survive, right? Who's that happening to? That's us as a people, because it ain't happening to them, because they down there right now for the tailgate and have them a good time at this football game, right? Read.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land.
Give me verse 30.
Verse 30. thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
Read it again.
Thou shalt betroth a wife.
Said, thou shalt betroth the wife, right? Another man, right? His wife. You understand what I'm saying? Listen to what the scripture says. Read.
And another man shall lie with her.
God said, another man gonna come in and lie with your wife, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Because why? Because they got us in chains and shackles. They got us in captivity. That happened to us, right? They show these things in movies. You can read about these things in books. You can look at a lot of this. It's history. You can look this stuff up. This happened to us as a people, right? Ain't happened to nobody else. God is being specific to who this happening to. Read.
Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
We build houses. We built America, right? America was built upon the blood and backs of our people, right? Especially yours, right? The ones they calling the Mexicans today. They built up all this stuff. What are you doing to them now? He trying to deport everybody, right? But hey, truth be told, they need us because this country thrives off of racism. They need somebody to hate, right? They need us to hate because when they start to go against each other, that's when you have civil war. So they need some of us here, right? Read.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shall not gather the grapes thereof.
We ain't gonna gather the grapes thereof because these things happen to us because we was cursed. These people are gonna come and take everything from us. All right, go to verse 40.
Verse 40. Thou shalt have olive trees.
41.
Verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and
He
daughters.
said that we were gonna have our sons and our daughters. Read.
But thou shalt not enjoy them,
Why we ain't gonna enjoy them? Read.
for they shall go into captivity.
Even our sons and daughters went into captivity, picking cotton in the cotton field as young as 5 years old. Even to this day, a lot of us still don't enjoy our children. Why? Because we go and work 12 and 13-hour jobs. Right? A lot of them working 15 hours on a job, and then you come home, you got to go to bed at night to get back up and do it again. And guess what? You still didn't spend no time with your children. This system has it set up like that to keep us in the state that we in. Right? Read.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
He said, we're going to be called an astonishment, right? He says an astonishment is like a proverb or a byword or something like that, right? Niggas love chicken, we love watermelon, right? Them niggas ain't up to no good, right? Read.
A proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
So wherever we at, right? We're a proverb and we're a byword among all nations, right? A lot of brothers we travel around the world. A lot of brothers been allowed to the same places, right? And they do the same thing that they doing over here to us, right? We bywords. They call us niggas over there, right? I went to Australia. They calling us niggas over there. You understand what I'm saying? So this happened to us all over the world. Read.
Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee
God said that the stranger that's within us, read,
shall get up above thee very high.
So God said there's a stranger. The strangers are everybody that's outside of this chart right here, right? God said that those are going to be up very high, right? As you can see today, everybody is above us. Everybody is above us today. Read.
And thou shalt come down very low.
God said we were going to come down very low, and right now we are a very low state. We're reading these things right up out of the scriptures. These things happen to us. Read.
He shall lend to thee.
God said that this man was going to lend to us. We were going to have to go to his banks and ask for loans, right? Which he going to deny us, right? We were going to have to go. And then they set up these, what's these pay things that they got in the neighborhoods today, right? These things that our people can never pay off because the interest be so high, right? Read.
And thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
God said that this man, these people were going to be the head, and we was going to be the tail. Now we at the bottom. Right? If we just had obeyed God, we would be good, but we didn't obey God. And that's why we're in the situation that we're in now. Read.
Moreover, all these curses.
Said what?
All these curses.
So that's how you know who the curses is talking about, right? Because God said that you were going to be able to identify with these things, right? God said all these curses, right? Read.
Shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
God said that these curses were going to pursue us, and they were going to overtake us till we be destroyed. No matter, you know how a lot we want to run to Dallas, we want to run to Houston, we want to run to all these different places. God said these curses going to follow you wherever you go, right? That's how you going to know who his people is, right? Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
God said, since you ain't obey me, right, I'm going to allow all this bad stuff to happen to you. All right, read.
To keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign.
Or what?
For a sign.
All these curses are going to be up on us for a sign, right? Read.
And for a wonder. And upon thy seed forever.
All of us going to be wondering why these things are happening to us, right? But the church is not teaching these things, right? The churches don't understand that the curses of Deuteronomy fit us today, right? These are the signs of read it again.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
This is a sign, right? This is how you know who we are today. Throughout all the world, right? That we going through the same thing. We suffering the same atrocities. We going through the same thing, right? Now we got to change our mind. Give me verse 68. Verse 68 real quick, right? Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
So they don't get no specific than this. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
God said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt again, right? You know a little bit of history, right?
Yeah.
About how when Moses went to Pharaoh to say, let my people go, right? Right? He let them go, right? They walked out of Egypt the first time, right? But God is saying something here because the Bible, you got to read it precept upon precept. That's why you see me when I jump around in this scripture, here. You got to go to another scripture to explain your thought.
Yeah.
That's how the Bible is written. Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
God said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt again. Because when you read in Exodus 20 and 2, give me that. Hold it. Go to Exodus 20 and 2. Let's just read it. All right? Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. Let's read it. Come on.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What he called Egypt? He called Egypt the house of bondage. That's where we serve bondage. That's where we serve hard labor. All right, go back.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Back into bondage again, but not that Egypt right there. He talk about something different now. He gonna explain it. Read.
Again with ships.
At this time, you're going by the way there with ships. Right? What people went into slavery on ships. Your people did. They're trying to say that they didn't, but they did. Right? Everybody on this side went through it. All right? Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
I said, I'm going to allow you to go back into Egypt, back into slavery again. This time you're going by the way with ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So as Moses was speaking it, it happens to us today because we're still here on this continent today. Right? Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
God said that we weren't going to see our homeland no more again. Right? A lot of us don't even know what our homeland is. Where is our homeland? What do you think? Where our homeland is? We don't know, right? It's okay because we don't know. But read it again.
By the way whereof I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
God said that we weren't going to see our homeland no more again. A lot of us don't even know where our homeland is. America is not your rest. Right? God brought you here to serve out a sin, serve out your captivity. Believe it or not, because we did obey God. Read it one more time.
I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
When these ships come and take you from the west coast of Africa, right? When they come, then they come and pick you up and take you through the shores of down in the Caribbean, right? When they take you through out North America, right? South America. When they take us through all these different islands, right? God said you weren't going to see your homeland no more again. Right? And we've been here for hundreds of years right now. And we don't even know where we're from. Read.
And there ye shall be sold.
He said what?
And there ye shall be sold.
I said when you get up off them slave ships, you're going to be sold. Right? Just like in Memphis, they got a street called Oxen Street, where they were selling slaves on auction streets. When they bring them in off the riverfront and sell the slaves. A lot of people don't even know that, right? On Bill Street, that's where they was doing a lot of that stuff at. Right? Read.
Ye shall be sold unto your enemies. For bondmen.
He said for slave man, come on.
And bond women.
And the woman was right there being sold with the man. You understand what I'm saying? That happened to us as a people. So we ain't come out here telling people how we feel. We just reading the Bible and we telling people, look, you are the Israelites, right? We got to come back and start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of God. Right? We got to come back to this Bible.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.